This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Castle Rock, Colorado. I am here at Aspen Grove Salon. Since 2007, this natural and organic salon has been providing specialty high-end European cuts. I'm here with the master stylist as well as owner. Thanks so much for joining us here today. Let's share a little bit about yourself. I mean, this is a passion that you still have. It began many years ago. It also began many miles. We're talking training in London, England, New York. Now you've chosen Colorado. Share with me a little bit about this passion, how it all began for you.
Well, I've always enjoyed cutting hair. It's been, I think I was 17 when it first started. Just love doing hair. Sort of been on and off over the years, taking breaks, having children. Lucky enough now to have 7 children. So that takes up a bit of time, but still my passion is doing hair. So I have this little shop here in this small town, and luckily with my commitments with the family, I have a great team. You know, I just can't do it with my girls here. So we really are like a little family, another family, you know, away from home. Because they know I sort of run in and try and take care of things and then run out, and I rely on them so much to help me. So we all work together just to create this unique business, and I'm very proud of that we were able to do this. As I mentioned to you, you know, in 2007, 2008, everything took a hit, you know, with the economy. So we did have to start over. 2010, we moved into this smaller location. And was just determined. I don't want to quit. Don't want to give up. But I had to start over. And here we are. We downsized. We've got a lot packed into this little shop, but trying to just be, you know, very professional. We have 4 out of our 7 stylists are Vidal Sassoon trained. So that's very unique for a little tiny town here in Colorado. I mean, you see that in New York and LA. You don't see that in Colorado. So that's something to be proud of. Just costs a lot of money to be trained, but we have, I believe, you know, really precision cuts and creative color that you can't get anywhere else. And, you know, you get what you pay for, you know.
Absolutely. I mean, let me ask you this. I mean, folks would say image is everything, really. I mean, not only are you looking good, but you actually feel better about yourself. Is that really the goal for you when you send folks on their way?
It is. It's almost just the whole package. You know, when you walk in, even though we're small, it smells nice, it looks nice, you have that good feel. And usually we have Frank Sinatra playing, you know, on the music. We're not a traditional beat type of place. We're more, let's relax, let's feel good. And when clients leave, hopefully they're looking good, they're feeling relaxed in the shampoo room, you know, they actually go to sleep in there quite often. So the laying down reclining chairs in there, and the aromatherapy that goes on, the candles and the scalp massages, it's not just get a haircut, you know, it's the whole experience. And the little sort of treatment shampoo room was originally created by Paul Mitchell. He was the one that started that. Let's have a separate room for that. And even though we had a tiny space, I thought yes, it's important. And they love that room.
You made it happen.
Yeah.
I mean, like you say, you're a smaller space, but yet it makes it kind of even more cozier in there, and you're whisked away somewhere else. Like you mentioned before, all of the cuts, the precision cuts, they would not be possible without education. Basically, Vidal Sassoon, he made his mark back in the 1960s.
Right.
He continued to make them throughout the year 2000s. He now continues through his training, through his education. Why Vidal Sassoon? Why was that training something that really you seem to appeal to you?
Well, being British, he's the icon, always has been. In my opinion, humble opinion, there's Sassoon and then there's nobody. We've really, I think there was 4 of us went to California last year just for, you know, a refresher. They have a school there. I won't go anywhere else. There is no point for me to go locally. You just can't get the education, so you have to travel to get it. And once you've been trained with Sassoon, there's nothing else to do. You don't want to go down, you just want to keep going up. So you can keep doing more advanced courses, and everybody else tries to copy that. It's just precision. It's just all about the difference between an excellent haircut and an average to good one. So we spend an hour doing haircuts, regardless of whether it's short, long, the bobs, and every hair has to fall. You shake your head, and it falls exactly where it should. Whether it's windy outside, you don't need hairspray. It's just, if you have a great cut, there's nothing better. And the client has to spend very little time styling their hair. And they say, over and over again, our best advertising is referrals. We get people that come up to us and say, somebody asked me in Safeways or King Soopers, wherever they were, where'd you get your hair cut? And that's our biggest referral. The referrals are huge for us. So the proof is in the pudding, as it were. Absolutely. You walk around town, you look good. People will ask you, wow, where'd you get your hair done? And that's what it's all about for us. Our clients are our marketing tools for us.
And like he said, if you don't look good, we don't look good. He coined the phrase, and that's really what it boils down to. Obviously, your stylist, Vidal Sassoon, that's a majority of your training, but they've been trained across the board. We're talking Matrix, Paul Mitchell, different education out there. Is the ongoing education very important, something that you pride yourself on?
It is. It's huge. And we do have educators that come in here. Our color line is Italian. So again, we try, it's like, do you want a good pair of shoes? You're going to go to Italy. It's the same with hair color. It is an expensive hair color, and it's 90% botanical. In my opinion, it's the best in the world. So we have that. We want to be more natural and organic. We care about the ingredients. Even from stylist standpoint, I don't want to have my hands in chemicals all day. I don't want to be putting it on my clients' heads. And with that particular color line, we have educators that come in, as often as we need them to. I usually like to have at least one apprentice here at any one time. So the ongoing education for them is crucial. So just to have an independent coming in, we can teach what we know here, but it's always good to keep up with the current trends, and if they change their ingredients, we want to know about that. So yes, and we have an Australian product line here too, which again is paraben-free, artificial fragrance-free. They will have their own educators come in here too. So yeah, it's an ongoing thing, which again I think makes us somewhat unique, because people graduate from hair school in 9 months and are let loose out in the market, and it doesn't always go quite so well. You don't keep up with your education, you just fall behind, and then you start.
And in this industry, you can't do that. It's like fashion; it changes constantly. I mean, really, you've got European styles here. Obviously, you're able to see them on the street. What is the difference between a European style and cuts compared to the American styles? What do you notice about them?
I think in Europe we seem to just be a little bit more ahead of the game. I don't know why that is. Runway fashion, we're always there in the forefront in Europe. So by the time it gets to New York, we're months behind. So it goes to London, goes to Milan, and then it finally gets to New York. And then it finally starts to drift across the country. And LA gets it at some point, after that. So that's something to be proud of from, being from England. I think we're on the forefront. And so I try in our little town here to reproduce that too. So marketing is good there too. I was trying to do a blog on my website about what's the current trends, what should be happening now in the spring, how do you want to look, even going to clothes and makeup. Right. It's a package again. If your hair looks good but you're wearing something that doesn't match, a woman is a whole package. So
half of the fun there is educating the client in the chair, because they enjoy learning about it as well. Yes. I mean, one of the things, these are precision cuts that are brought by professionals. Yeah, the philosophy is that these should be able to be recreated every day. Exactly. And something that, like you said, falls into place.
It does. And one of the main things we do with consultations for new clients is to sit down and chat with them for 10-15 minutes and say, what is your lifestyle? How much time do you want to spend on your hair? Do you wear it in a ponytail every day? Are you a businesswoman? What do you want to do? And from that, we can then create something that works for them every day. Because, if she's a stay-at-home mum with 3 kids, all under the age of 5, she doesn't want to be having this high-maintenance bob that she has to flat iron every day to look good. So we really do consider the needs of everybody and their, say, face shape, the size of the lady. Is she tall? Is she short? It's all just the geometric shapes as well, which is another Sassoon thing. You can't just say, okay, well, I want to have this haircut, because we'll honestly say, and we've learned this over the years, that won't look good on you. Let me tell you what I recommend. The same with color. Someone will come in and say, but I want to be platinum blonde, and they'll say your level of hair. We could do it, but I'm not going to, because the integrity of your hair is the most important thing. I want you to look good, but I want your hair to be healthy. So we have learned to say no. And I'm okay with saying no if I don't think it's in the benefit of the client.
And that's what a professional basically does. I mean, I come in with my idea.
Jake and Telly's Greek Taverna has been bringing delicious and innovative Greek specialties to loyal customers for over 13 years. Brothers Jake and Telly strive to make their patrons feel like part of the family by offering a comfortable and scenic setting to enjoy the home-cooked delicacies made from recipes passed down from their family. With a large creative menu and remarkable wine selection, be ready to enjoy a succulent meal you won't soon forget.
And you tell me if it's possible and what we can do. One of the things I love about this industry is that you're able to transform people.
Right.
I mean, they literally can walk in with short hair and walk out with long hair a few hours later. Share with me a little bit about the feather locks hair extensions.
Okay. You know, the feather locks was a bit of a fad, a bit of a trend. You know, what's that, Steven Tyler? He started that, you know, with American Idol when he had the feathers on there. Then it went across the country very quickly. The extensions, they sort of come and go. You know, they are very high maintenance again, and they're not cheap. You know, so, but you can transform. You can be anything now, which is great. And we do makeup here too, so we do weddings and proms, and it's so great if someone will allow us and they come in and say, do whatever you want to do. Here's, you know, you have free reign. Color, do whatever. Cut, do whatever. I think, yes, we transform, and we have before and after pictures.
Wonderful. It's like a blank canvas you have. Truly, your artistry is able to show there.
Right.
One of those transformations is color. Like you said, full color, highlights, partial highlights, touch-ups in between. You guys offer all that as well. Share with me a little bit about your color line again.
Okay, so again, I said it's Italian, and it's about 90% botanical. So it really puts it up there in, as I say, in my opinion, one of the best in the world. You can actually, and they've proven this with classes, and we've watched them do it. Someone who comes in with virgin hair, no color, we put, say, a 5NB on their hair, and then take a look at it, and it ends up being more healthy, shiny, and vibrant than when there was no color on there. And it stays for 8 weeks. So it's not like it fades. Some color lines will fade, and then they'll get dry. You'll notice a change in texture. I mean, with my hair, so this is a demi that I've got on my hair. I'd love to be able to say, yes, this is my natural hair color, but no, it isn't. But when it's feeling a little dry, I put more color on it. I mean, who does that? But you can do that with this particular color line.
That is amazing.
So it's like a treatment color line. It's amazing. Yeah.
Like you said, you have to keep up on your education, because sometimes they become fads, sometimes they stick, but you've got to be there ready for the person in the chair who wants them. One of the things I hear a lot about is Brazilian blowouts. Share with me your organic smoothing system and how that compares.
Right. So Brazilian blowouts. Again, that's a trademark. I'm not going to say anything negative about it, but with our philosophy of natural and organic, the Brazilian blowout product is a very strong, very toxic process. You have to have separate breathing masks on, separate ventilation. It gives out formaldehyde and other aldehyde emissions.
Not the
Not-
natural and organic approach that you do here.
My hair, if I were to pay for it, it would be about $110. Last, say, 10 to 12 weeks is what they guarantee it for. And it does smooth it, it doesn't straighten it. So I still have to flat iron my hair. But rather than it taking 25 minutes in the morning, it takes me 5. So, and I can go to Mexico or say Florida, yeah, with the humidity. As I was saying to one of our clients back there who's thinking about doing it, if I'm in high humidity, you know, it won't necessarily be quite sitting like this. The end, it'll probably stick out a little bit like that. But the overall look is it'll stay the same. And you can sit in a hot tub with the steam or in a sauna, and it won't change that much. So it's a lot less time and aggravation. I mean, nobody likes their own hair. I can't stand my hair without that system in it. It's just, it takes too long.
Yep, it's nice. It makes you love your hair. You have customized beauty treatments. You've got what's called a diamond line, a moisture line, a repair line. Are these separate treatments for people who are really trying to customize what they need?
They are. Now that's our Italian product line. So it's almost like a prescription line, if you think of it that way. So if you come in, someone say, level 10 blonde who's been continually highlighting her hair, might be a little damaged. So then you're going to start them off on the repair line. Once we've repaired it for, 6 weeks, gone through a whole set of bottles, as it were, okay, so we've repaired it. Now she might just need a little bit more moisture. So then you're going to go to the moisture line. Or she might need shine. So then we're going to go to the illuminating shine line. And then there's also a frizz line, a volume line. So you can really pick and choose, and you can go through one system and then move to the other, depending on how your hair progresses. And we keep an eye on the client each time and say, okay, well, this time it's a little dry. And they'll say, well, I've just been on vacation and I was traveling with some unknown brand and it's dry. So then we'll say, well, let's do this time then. And so there's something for everybody, and
Basically turns the stylist into the doctor of hair. I mean, you're giving out a prescription here that is suited just for them. One of the buzzwords I hear a lot is essential oils. A lot of times here in the media, you actually have products that have essential oils within them. Tell me a little bit about that. It's kind of neat.
Yes, we do. And it's Kevin Murphy is our Australian line, and his fragrances are essential oils. So one particular favorite of ours on my station right now is Anti-Gravity, it's called, which is an oil-free volumizer. First ingredient, the very first, is lavender water. So when you put it on your client's head, first thing they say is, wow, what's that smell? If they're new to us. Say it's lavender. Oh, I love lavender. Who doesn't love lavender? Absolutely. And his philosophy is volume without weight. So all of his products are weightless and they just smell so good. And being that they're, sulfate-free, paraben-free, free of the artificial fragrances, you just can't go wrong with it. I love that. And it just follows our whole philosophy. So
interesting. You regrouped yourself a few years ago, transformed your business, if you will, but you left the quality the same. Everything that people have come to know about you has stayed the same. Is it important to make sure the customers walk out 100% satisfied? Is that still the passion for you overall?
Oh, absolutely. And, we try to please everybody. Of course, that would be in a perfect world. But we do say we guarantee all of our products. If you don't like them, for whatever reason, just bring them back. We'll either give you your money back or exchange them for something that you like. Say your hair's not light enough, or it's too dark, or it's not red enough. Whatever, please, always that's my philosophy is let us know, and then we will absolutely take care of you. So we guarantee we want you to be happy. Give us the opportunity if it's not quite right. We have very few of those, luckily, but we want to know, so we're going to take care of you. It's so important because, like I said, the client is our marketing tool. If you've got a happy client, they're just glowing. They walk around town looking perfect, and then there's our referrals right there. So, yeah, we're so lucky. We have a great client base. For a little business, we attract so many wonderful people, and I love coming into work. Sometimes I want to come into work to just get away from kiddos, But yes, and I think the girls feel the same. It's so relaxed. We're all laid back, and we just love each other and we love the business, and it's a wonderful place to be.
Like you said, you built a family at home, you've built a family right here. This is your family, and you're out serving families across Castle Rock. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. You're going to see their contact information. You're also going to see their website. On the website, first of all, click there, learn a little bit more about their team. They've got a team of professionals out there where education is goal number one, always keeping apprised of the latest fashions as well as the latest styles, and really what looks good on you. It's a very customized approach. They make sure and sit down, talk with you, and if there's something you want, ask them if it's possible, and if it's healthy and possible, they're going to let you know and make sure that it's done for you. You can book your appointment online right there as well. Check out the reviews, go to their Facebook page. She really tries to educate you and keep you apprised of what's coming up, what's new, and some of the actual lines and some of the services they provide here as well. Carolyn, we basically had to catch up with you because we've heard a lot out there, reviews online, the websites as well as the Facebook page. We go through and we check out. You guys have got your name out there more than one way.
Yes, thank you, Gary. I mean, I was surprised when I got the email from you too, but we had this another company. I'll show that it's hard to see here. And it's a little bit thumbed through now, but this is actually, it's like a Vogue magazine for hair in Russia, and as you can see, it's in Russian here. And, you know, amazing, amazing pictures. I wish we had a magazine like this in this country, but, you know, really, this is Sassoon cuts here. You know, really high-end magazine. And they asked us, oh, I've lost the card now, they asked us if they could do an editorial. And there it is. I mean, how did they find us? And I said to them, she spoke English very well. I said, how did you find us? Well, we were just looking for unique salons in the United States, and we found you. And we're the only one in this magazine. I thought, that is ridiculous. We're Castle Rock. And it was the same when you contacted me. I thought, what? I mean, how lucky is that to be featured?
It's more than luck because you're basically providing something for folks out there. Like you said, even the girls getting trained, that's just not unique to Castle Rock. That's trained to across the entire state of Colorado, something that's not real common.
Right, it is so important. And I think trying to market, but mostly relying on our clients and word of mouth. And, you know, we do some things on the internet, of course, with websites, but just want to build a little brand and get a good name for ourselves, and just, it's huge. And, you know, for the limited amount of time that I have available to do that, the fact that we've managed to do it as successfully as we have, I think is just a testament to the skill and the professionalism of my team, because, as I say, I couldn't do it without them.
The proof is in the pudding, the proof is in the cut, and your client is your marketing.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Gary.
Once again, that is Aspen Grove Salon. Company began back in 2007. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know. Until next time, if you know of a business who you feel the whole city should know about, nominate them, we'll send a reporter out. This is Gary Atencio from CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.
Jake and Telly's Greek Taverna has been bringing delicious and innovative Greek specialties to loyal customers for over 13 years. Brothers Jake and Telly strive to make their patrons feel like part of the family by offering a comfortable and scenic setting to enjoy the home-cooked delicacies made from recipes passed down from their family. With a large creative menu and remarkable wine selection, be ready to enjoy a succulent meal you won't soon forget.
Is a full-service barbershop that caters to men's unique style and personality. Stylists are trained in shaving, haircutting, beard trimming, and designing, shampooing, and styling. Escape into a world of total comfort, relaxation, and rejuvenation. Treat yourself to an experience of a quality haircut, face shaves with a straight razor or safety razor, massage therapy, manicure, pedicure, color, or wax performed by the specially selected Knockouts girls. Indulge yourself with a unique Knockouts cut, style, or other grooming service. Our first-class service includes today's most advanced coloring and hair management techniques and products. Our staff are specially selected and your services are assured. As always, walk-ins are welcome. Don't leave your appearance to just any salon. You deserve the best in men's hair care and grooming. Knockouts, the best place for men's hair care and grooming.